Welcome, welcome to the Lady Goddess channel. If you haven't done so already, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Just waiting on a few people to come in. Hey, Brand, how are you? How you doing today? Got some interesting things. Hey, Can't Be the Angel, how y'all doing this evening? How y'all doing? Give me 1 second, y'all. We got no more. Oh, I can't complain. I can't complain. Got some interesting things I want to talk about today, though. That's really, kind of bothering me. I don't know what it is about this case. Hey, Mary. I've been going back and forth. She's not on right now, y'all. She'll probably be on in a little bit. I've been going back and forth with this footage of the so-called going in the car. Going in the car, Lord Jesus. Going in the water. Now, like I said, I've been going back and forth, back and forth in my head. Now, it's something I want to read to you guys before if you guys have an extra device sitting next to you, tablet, what? Wow. So, did you guys know that Kate and Jagger spent the night together the day before Kiely Rodni was found? They had been sleeping with each other for a long time now. But it's something I want to read to you guys. That's it's a little disturbing to me. Hey, Gabrielle Young. I just messaged your BM too and told her I'm live, so she should be on her way over here in a minute. This is something I want to read to you guys. This is just something that's just bugging me. First off, we gonna read. Remember, I kept telling you guys, I kept mentioning the Truckee way. Well, let me break down what the Truckee way is. She trying to hang in there, Gabrielle Young. She trying. She have her ups and she have her downs. She have her good days and she have her bad days. So the Truckee way. Let me break down what that means. Since incorporation, the town of Truckee staff and decision makers have embraced a set of operating principles known colloquially as the Truckee way. The following provides the essence of this philosophy. When you guys get the chance, go on Google and just look up Truckee 2040. And you guys will be able to read the same thing that I'm reading. I was trying to get it up on my StreamYard, but everything acting stupid today. Now, it says we will treat everyone and their point of view with respect, courtesy, and fairness. Okay, that's understandable. We will approach issues with creativity and innovation. Well, right now they got a big issue, and I ain't seen them approach it nowhere with creativity or innovation. We will conduct ourselves and the town, businesses, according to the highest ethical standards. We will encourage the free exchange of ideas and information by open and honest communication. We, the employees' involvement in the town and its future. Now, a set of core values shapes the town's approach. I just want y'all to listen to this. Clear priorities. When the town incorporated, the citizens made it clear that their priorities included roads, snow removal, law enforcement, and land use planning and building. Considerable efforts over many years have bike paths have combined to fulfill those priorities. While the town's priorities have expanded over time to include services like bike paths and trails, solid waste, and transit support, establishing clear priorities continues today. With an annual council priority, setting retreat, transparent budget workshops, and robust community participation, outreach, and communication efforts. Yeah, she did. They did go missing at night, and I'm not understanding that they wasn't in the vehicle. And this man, he was 35 years old. I don't know what happened to the girl, the girlfriend, but the boyfriend allegedly went in the water. Why hasn't he floated back to the top yet? Now we have the no surprises. The first one I read was clear priorities. Now we're on no surprises. Everyone working for the town and making decisions is committed to a no surprise policy. Early warning of potential problems or upcoming issues is mandatory. So, when it came down to Kiely, was this a no surprise order? Let's just really call a thing a thing. This is what's going to really get me. I'm going to get to that in a second. Community outreach, involvement, and transparency. The town views itself as a part of a larger family, which makes up the community. When a community concern arises, the town believes its role is to reach out and actively engage all segments of the community in an open and transparent dialogue. When do they start doing that? Non-adversarial decision making. The Truckee way relies on a consensuous seeking decision-making process modeled on the concept of interest-based negotiation, developed some years ago by Roger Fisher and William Ury of the Harvard Negotiation Project. Interest-based policy negotiations relies on 6 fundamental principles. Now, I want you guys to listen to these principles. Separate the people from the problem. No personal attacks or assignment of blame. Number 2, focus on the interests of those involved, not positions they may take. The process looks for a wise outcome that tries to meet multiple interests. Number 3, invent options for mutual gain. Many options will be considered to solve the problem or develop the policy. Number 4, use objective criteria to create and measure potential options and solutions, entrenched positions. Inaccurate or misleading information and simply the loudest voices will not be the basis for decisions. Number 5, first, listen carefully to understand, then speak to be understood. Listen actively, communicate openly and transparently. Number 6, solutions are built upon establishing trust and working relationships between interested and sometimes opposing participants. As with any dispute resolution mechanism, applying these principles is not a panacea. It is, however, preferred over the other alternatives available to the town. Applying the Truckee way requires constant recommitment, effort, and learning. The rewards to date for both the town and the community have proven well worth the cost. Now, y'all tell me how that sounds to y'all. But this is the Truckee way, y'all. So basically, what you telling me is Lindsay basically knew she was going to profit off her daughter's death. First off, we keep everything hush hush. Second off, but this is just some things that I discovered that I want to go over. I've been keeping my notes because it's a lot of things that I didn't come across. Okay. Now, we know that Sammy's an incompetent liar. But in her eyes, she may think she's untouchable, feels protected for some reason by certain powerful people in Truckee. First off, let's talk about two of those people who happen to be her parents, whom one is a lawyer and the other one is a private investigator. Now, what is this towel hiding, y'all? What's really going on in this towel? Something I did find out, they are known for organ harvesting. I did find that out. So could that be why Kiely was cremated so quickly? Again, sitting up thinking all night. This case has me puzzled big time. Something and some people are moving very fishy to me. This is just my thoughts, y'all. So looking at some of these video clips and comments got me to thinking about these camera images and also about the date and the time of this party. So if allegedly this is Kylie's car going in, and if that's the case, then how did the roadside assistance guy see her Saturday? That would mean this incident never happened, right? Are we really being distracted from the matter at hand here? The fact that two people who had her car was at Boca Lake. Yeah, I know can't be the angel. I said she did it after she did this live here today. And she on point with it. Now, the fact that two people who had her car was at Boca Lake. Now, I'm just going to call a thing a thing. The reason why the tow truck guy thought he seen Kiely because in a way, Kate, from a distance, you were probably mistaken her for Kiely. Now, Sammy's friend, Nate H., and his dad, they all worked for the Forest Fire Management Technology team. Now put two and two together, y'all, there's more connections. But I find something very distracting about the AAA guy. I ain't gonna even say distracting. And I'm gonna get to y'all, I'm gonna get to what I mean by that in a minute. But now in the video clip, I heard Doug pull someone to the side. And his question was after finding Kiely in this water. Yeah, Brent, she going after her hardest. She just went after about an hour or so ago. But you might as well get prepared to go after everybody because I got some nasty shit to say. Now, why would Doug pull? I'm going to assume the dad is what I'm going to assume. He didn't realize his camera was still on. He was recording, but I guess he did that for his own purposes. But he pulled, I'm going to assume it's the dad, and he asked, if somebody could have done this, who would you suspect? Why would Doug from AWP ask that question if it wasn't something, hey, Taya, if it wasn't something that they seen down there that spooked the fuck out of them or just didn't sit right? And they found it abandoned, right? Can't be the angel. Why would he even think to ask that question, y'all? Let's make it make sense. What did Nick really see in that vehicle underwater? It's just something about Kiely in that car that don't sit right. and this is just my opinion. If the road guy seen Kiely the next day and supposedly they threw her phone, in the water and then allegedly put her car right in the area where her phone pinged from. Now I'm just gonna say this. That's a bunch of cockamamie bullshit. I just got a question though about that. If the roadside assistance guy seen Kiely the next day and supposedly they threw her phone in the lake where they was allegedly going to put her car at later on that day, where is the video footage on the fire camera of them putting the CRV in the lake on Saturday? Gabrielle Young, because she telling the truth. She telling the truth on them. They don't want that truth to get out. Now, I just need somebody to explain that part to me. Like, why did the fire camera catch Kiely's car going down into the lake, but we didn't catch them putting Kiely's car. Come on, let's just be realistic here. We didn't catch them putting Kiely's car in the lake Saturday originally, because that's where the car got. That car did not go in the lake on Friday night at 12:34, 42 and 40 and at 12 the hour of 12:34 and 42 seconds. It was abandoned, D'Angel. Now, I'm waiting. I'm just ready to see who ready to talk about that conversation, because I don't think nobody ready to have that conversation yet. For those that don't know what the Truckee way is what I just read. It's their way of living, their lives. And after watching this video continuously over and over again, I noticed this video started out with a lot of cars that you can see lights casting its reflections on the trees as they turn corners. You know, they was also illuminating the beach. You know, we got lights beaming across. Yeah, they found her laptop, but let's talk about that. I'm going to get to that in a minute. It's a car on the beach moving slowly. Then there's a car that appears on the shoreline casting lights across the water, going down the shoreline. Now, let's talk about that. Remember the video I just had you guys watch, the demonstration that I showed you guys the other day, where he made the makeshift model? That's exactly where he got that model from. Because notice they said going along the shoreline. That's how they tricked us and made us think that it was her car going down. Do anybody know the real velocity of those cars? Because it don't seem like there wasn't any to me. Could the first car be being pushed by the second car? And why are all the other cars lighting up the beach? After the car disappears into the water, why do the cars straighten up like back in original formation, goes around that bend, and then leave? The car, to me, submerged faster than it took to go in a reservoir, to put the car in the reservoir. I also believe deeply they used Nick basically as a distraction. And I don't think he even realized it. The whole purpose of that distraction was to keep AWP on the search at Boca Lake. They didn't want it to expand past there. Why? They did not want them to go by, abandoned and sort of hidden by trees, and then come back a couple of days later, it's gone. And now all of a sudden it's in the lake. Why didn't they want this search to extend past Boca Lake? Because they really wanted people to think that's where they wanted them to look. Now, I'm going to say this. It all makes sense now. That's why the officers never really went. They looked, but they didn't look, because they knew where Kiely was the whole time. That's why they wanted to keep everybody from Prosser Lake. because they knew where she was the whole time, y'all. They knew. Now the question is, was the tow truck driver from Prosser or Boca Lake? Is he even from that area? Because from what I'm reading, he only works there on weekends. He had to actually remember the call from that weekend before. Because you got to remember, she wasn't considered a missing person yet during that call when they called for his service. So it's nothing he did wrong. But why did they try to use this man to keep AWP at Boca Lake? What is it about Prosser Lake that y'all don't want nobody to know about? What's going on in that lake? Now, I'm going to backtrack for a second. And we're going to talk about camera. We're going to talk about Sami and the cameras for a second. The fact that she talked about all the cameras and knowing exactly where they located at is very suspicious to me. She drives in where the cameras are placed. But before I get too far depth into this is another thing. Do you all know, remember how they said they didn't think the car window was broken out? The car window was broken out. The car window was broken out at Boca Lake, y'all. Her phone was also found in Boca Lake. So my question is, how did her phone end up being in Boca Lake? Who found the phone? Well, dang, y'all just left me out, huh? Y'all just said forget me, huh? It's all right. It's okay. I ain't got to be a part of the team. But that's why I ain't been hearing from her lately. What you mean what? How y'all gonna leave me out? Y'all just left me out. Y'all just kicked me to the curb, huh? You said we. I see y'all got y'all own little team going on. Didn't nobody ask me if I wanted to be a part of the team. I see how y'all do. But it's okay. The fact that Sami knew where all these cameras are placed at, she also knew that these cameras will spot the camera spots and the fact that the car would be seen going in the water from this camera. So she knew exactly what she was doing. Oh, everybody seemed to be working with somebody new. Why get the hand over the face look for? This is another thing that's kind of confusing me. Why does one law enforcement have 3 titles as a job? Wait a minute, what you mean? Because I jumped to conclusions. I mean, when you said we, I didn't know if she was a part of the we. You never said. Because she talking to somebody else too. So that's why I thought maybe all y'all was working together. Hell, I don't know. Don't nobody tell me nothing these days. I got to find shit out through the grapevine. But anyway, the fact that, again, why does one law enforcement has 3 titles? How can you be a coroner, the sheriff, and the marshal all in one little town? Don't nobody even ask me nothing about the Dolph case no more. I guess I'm not welcome. Don't nobody want to hear my input. I'm just trying to figure out why so many authorities in one person. And another thing that's really not sitting right is the fact that this town is so small. Everybody knows everybody and they all work together in this little small town. They all connected in some kind of way. But what's getting me my head is itching. The fact that Sami kept speaking on friendly fights, but no one argued this particular time over who won this fight. Question is, who was fighting? Oh, okay. Well, I only started talking about another case because everybody act like they wasn't interested in me talking about Dolph no more. So I just moved on to something different. Taya, actually, no, I'm not. Yeah, can't be the angel. That's something that blew me. Now, Sami was willing, because I noticed that's something that nobody talked about. Who the heck did Sami ride to the party with, and who did she leave with? Because she was quick to give up Mag's full government name. She gave out Magdalene Larson real quick. And she not only told Mag's full name, she told the boyfriend's full government name too. But yet never told nobody who the person was that she rode with. So I'm thinking, in my head, she rode with with Kiely the whole time. And left with Kiely the whole time. Now, something that kind of bothered me on speaking on these friendly fights, their inner circle of friends posted video pictures or videos of them tying the girl's hands up, tying her feet up, and pushing her in the back of a van. What was the purpose of that? So my question is, could that have been Kiely, or was it just a joke? Give me 1 second, y'all. Girl, Sami didn't ride with no brother. That's a whole lie. That's the lie she telling. Sami didn't ride with her brother. Sami, I believe, rode with Kiely. Because this my thing. How did Sami know what time Mags and them got to the party if you didn't ride with them? You was quick to say, how did you know Mags rode with Kiely if you didn't ride with them? It ain't like you called, oh yeah, I'm gonna ride with Kiely. Well, I'm gonna ride with my brother. No, that's just not, it's not sitting right. That's not sitting right at all. How did Sami even know Kiely was coming to this party? Because let's be honest, I believe this is where Mags came in into play. And I'm just gonna say this here. This is like looking at the Kanika Jenkins case all over again. But it is what it is. Mags come into play because was it her job to get Kiely to this party? Knowing she wasn't going. So Mag's job was to get her to this party. Probably got a little tipsy before she got there. And the fact that Sami spotted her right away as she got there. Kiely was supposed to go to the car show in Reno with her mother that night. Kiely was not supposed to be at this party, period. She wasn't supposed to be at this party. She had no intentions on going. So it's like, to me, like Candace Starr said, it's like Sami was waiting for Kiely to arrive. Because why would she use, oh, we did this, and from that moment, the moment I spotted her, and from that moment on, what does that moment on mean? Like, what does that mean? Because that sounds very suspect to me. Honestly, I don't believe Sami was drunk at all. Why? Because I think she needed to be sober for what she needed to do. I do believe Sami was passing drinks back and forth to Kiely, though. Ooh, you emailed me. Did you just email me now? Where's my phone at? I'm tripping. No, my phone tripping. I think I did Can't Be D'Angelo. I think I got it in my archives. I do believe Sami was passing drinks to Kiely, whom was basically ready to leave, but Sami didn't want to leave. Remember, Sami kept saying there was fights that night. Exactly, Can't Be D'Angelo. Now, I believe honestly that her mom got 2 texts that night. The texts were perfect. I'm talking about I'm not drunk text. The first text was, I'll be leaving the party at 11:30. I should be home by 12. Well, she was leaving at 12:15 or something like that. At 11:15. 11:30, she texts her mom and tell her she'll be home 45 minutes or something like that. She wasn't staying long. So that means she would have got home roughly around curfew time. But then I believe another text came in asking the mom, can she stay late? Honestly, none of these texts came from Kiely. She's too inebriated. She's too fucking drunk. Let they tell it. So, could that be what Kiely argued about? Was the fact that Kiely was ready to go and Sami wasn't? Because Sami had a trick up her sleeve. We all know Sami's a narcissist. And she'll lie up on top of lie, on top of lie, on top of lies, on top of the mountain of lies to cover the original lie. She can't be wrong. She hates to be wrong. That's what narcissists do. But now this is a question. These are a few questions that I have. Did Sami care for Kiely's actions that night? The other night? Okay, I'm gonna have to check my email again. I think I got it though. Do y'all think Sami cared for Kiely's actions that night? Did she care for Kiely that night, or did she leave her high and dry? Because I believe she left her high and dry. Did she show any care that night? The night she was getting Kiely drunk and taking advantage? No. Did she make sure Kiely would get home safe? We all know she didn't do that. Did she inform Kiely that she had had enough, no more drinking? No, instead, I believe she encouraged her to drink more. Hey, Fred, I believe she encouraged her to drink more. So that goes back to the fictitious lies Sami told when she said Kiely asked her, was she good enough to drive? And Sami claimed she didn't want to drive with her because she was too intoxicated. But she wouldn't have been the one driving because, bitch, you didn't drink. You were sober that night, which means you was perfect enough to drive, which means you could have drove her home. And I'm pretty sure one of the parents would have been more than happy to drop you off. But you claim you got another ride. The ride you got was Kiely's car, because we all know that car didn't go down in that lake that night. Now, I believe Sami wanted Kiely to fight her purposely. I honestly do. Curfew, if she got there at 10:30, curfew was at 11:30. What happened? Now, and Mags left 10 minutes after that. So at 10:40, Mags left, which I don't think Mags left. What happened between 10:40 and curfew time to cause Kiely not to make it back home? It just don't make sense. Again, who did Sami ride to the party with? Who did Sami leave with that night? Because something still isn't sitting right. Again, Sami gave up Mag's government along with Ross, which is her boyfriend, but never gave the names of her rides that night. Or could it be possible that Sami actually rode to the party with Kiely and possibly left with her allegedly also? Again, 10:30, they arrive. 10:40, Mags actually leaves. What happened in between 10:40 and 11:30? What happened in between that time? I mean, let's make it make sense. It's a lot that I didn't came across today that just don't make sense. There they go. Yeah, she made sure so she wouldn't get in no trouble. Exactly. She definitely gave herself an alibi. But my thing is, if you were sharing drinks, hey Demeric, if you were sharing drinks with her, and I'm just putting this up here, y'all. I know ain't nobody gonna, don't nobody never. People got me. Um, it's just a lot that don't sit right. It really. I'm trying to get to some of the stuff that I came across earlier. Like again, why wasn't it a big deal when the phone and the shattered glass was found in Boca? The tow truck guy. All this took place in Boca. So did we kill her in Boca and then come back and dump her in Prosser Lake? Is that why they didn't want AWP to go to Prosser Lake, because they knew she was there the whole time? Or the fact that the community is also known, has a very strong community for Scientology as well? It's a lot of little things I found out today. And I do mean a lot of little things. Well, better yet, let's talk about this one here. Let's talk about Kate. Someone got in contact with Kate on, I'm going to say Snapchat, I think it was. Somebody said, so basically, I had been talking to Kate on Snapchat shortly after Kiely went missing. I honestly didn't know her, just felt bad that she was getting heat since she seemed genuinely innocent. I won't lie, we both flirted with each other a little. Well, the day before Kiely's car was found by AWP, so that Saturday, Kate snapped me early that morning. She was in bed, and a snap of a guy getting dressed at the end of the bed. And it said, amazing night. Right away, I recognized the guy, and it was clearly Jagger. So I straight up said, isn't that Jagger? And she said, yeah. I said, you slept with him? And she responds, yes, we have multiple times. I was like, what the fuck? So everybody playing a part. Not only that, again, this is something that don't sit right to me. This picture just don't sit right to me. The girl in the black hair, with the black t-shirt on, that's Kiely, along with 4 other young girls. What do that? Y'all notice they all holding cards in their hand, and they're not tarot cards. These are not tarot cards that they're holding. None whatsoever. This is what it looked like with all of them holding their cards in their hand. Now, Kiely's card holds a light. Oh yeah, they drugged her. They drugged the hell out of her. I believe Kiely spiked every drink that she gave her. And like I said, I'm not really done with this case. It's a lot more to it because it's, yes, exactly. What happened amongst that fight? What really happened in that fight that she ended up in the back of her own car? Not only that, the mother is not innocent either, because the mother. Let's just talk about this here. This is what I wanted to read real quick. Lost Trail Lodge. They got something called the Soul Rise Movement. My bad. A fun and empowering retreat for teen girls ages 12 to 15. Remember the picture I just showed you. Open to slightly older or younger, so please inquire. That includes gentle yoga, meditation, group circle, expressive art journey workshop, hormone balancing through nutrition workshop, journaling, and more, designed to offer tools to cope daily stress, build self-confidence, and empower through sisterhood movement and ritual. Notice it says and ritual. Now, early bird $249, registered by September 23rd. Full price. Now, mind y'all, this just passed. Full price $279, register after September 23rd. Prices include lodging, meals, and all classes and workshops. This retreat is organized and led by Anna Larson, event coordinator, Kate Lease, yoga instructor, founder of Soul Rise Movement, Laurel Lococo, MFT, holistic psychotherapist. Notice I said holistic psychotherapist. And then you got Kayla Crutenden, acupuncturist, founder of Elemental Back and Body. One quick question I got. Why are we doing this on kids? Why is kids receiving acupuncture, holistic psychotherapists? So y'all, basically, that goes back to the photo that I just showed. Bam. This is what they're doing here. This is a ritual. What kind of ritual? Because Kiely was a light and they didn't like that. They didn't like the fact that they had a light shining brightly within their circle. So we got to get rid of that. We definitely got to get rid of that. Another thing I have a problem with. Let's talk about Mr. Check It TV. Now, Mr. Check It TV, I got a question for you. You claimed you found Kiely's little blue bag with the laptop and all the other accessories or whatever was in the car or around the surrounding area of what you found. And I just got one question. And I'm not going to keep y'all too long. I'm not. I guess don't too many people like talking about my story. It's boring to them, I guess. But Mr. Checker TV, you claimed you found the laptop and everything on the 17th of August. Allegedly. But you put the video out on the 15th. I'm a little confused by that. If you found and discovered everything on the 17th, how did you post it on the 15th? Some ain't sitting right with a lot of you peoples. I'm going to show y'all his movements. I don't know if you guys can see this, but Juan Abarca, I guess that's his name. All the yellow movements that y'all see on here. Can you all see that? Those are allegedly all his movements and other people, not just his, but other people also that has been out to this area and have found little certain things and stuff like that. Oh, wow. Don't do that. But it's just a lot that don't sit right. You say you like boring. I mean, it's just a lot don't sit right. You say you found all this stuff on the 17th. Even got it marked off on here for the 17th. I'm just trying to figure out, how did you put the video out on the 15th if you found everything on the 17th? How did you put the video out before you found the stuff at the bottom of the lake? Just like another question I have. The 35-year-old gentleman that mysteriously went missing in this lake. Why hasn't his body been recovered yet? And then I've also heard that this town is also known for organ harvesting as well. It's a lot of little things I found out today. Let me see what else I found out in here, because I'm pretty sure I got a lot of little notes in here today. Let's see. Going back to what I was speaking on, I'm just still tripping on the fact that a person took the time I'm just trying to figure out Who found the fire cams? Who found the fire cams? Who actually overlaid this video and why? What really happened to Kiely that night? Because I'm going to still say in my head, and I'm just going to say this, I don't think she was at that party, y'all. And that's just me. But I'm going with what they're giving me. If she's at this party, why don't we see any footage? Just like I noticed they showed a video today. I don't know if you all seen the video of Sami holding the girl by her head, by a ponytail up in the air. And it's showing around like that was her prized possession, like she earned it, like she wanted her head. Or is it just me, or does Sami come off as the controlling, bullying type? Or is it just me? I'm just curious. Because it's still a lot that don't sit right. It's definitely a whole lot. And have you all seen how far the water has receded? The water has receded tremendously, to the point where the area you can actually see the land of the bottom of that lake from where the water has receded, where her car was actually sitting. Matter of fact, I got pictures of it. Let me show you guys. Oh, another thing I wanted to show you guys, just how far on the map. This is the map. There's Boca and there's Truckee. How far is that from each other? Not far at all. They manipulated everything. They literally manipulated, not to mention, y'all, the mother had a $500,000 life insurance policy out on her child. Make that part make sense. That's the part that's not sitting right with me. This is somewhat of the footage. This is just, now, yeah, I want y'all to take a quick glimpse at the last portion of this picture. Y'all see all them people out there? Now, you tell me that's not more than 200 people. Because that looked like 200 people right there in that crowd. Now, if that's the case, I mean, I'm just saying. I just want y'all to look. We're looking at this from a different angle. Remember, I told you guys I caught it from a different angle. This is from a different angle than what I originally showed. How is the car skipping in the water, y'all? But y'all see how they manipulated the lights? See the bubble lights? That's what I call them, bubble lights. Why is there so many lights? You know what can't be the angel? I don't know. Even the Megan lady. Can't listen to her either. They're all distractions. But you guys see that, right? Why is there so many lights out there? Why is there still some lights out there even as the car has gone down? That's how they manipulated. They manipulated the hell out of these videos. Now, here we go. This is the receded area where the water has receded. That is exactly where Kiely's car was found. Now, my question is, where's the damn cell phone? That's the question I have. Mind you, the cell phone was thrown in the lake, y'all. Because how else would it ping from the lake? Hey, Shamia. I mean, come on, let's just be serious. Now, I'm going to show you guys the spot, what it really looks like. This is the other area. All of that water receded. That water was all the way up here, y'all. But let me see if I can find the one with the truck on it, where to actually show you guys exactly how far up the water went. No, that's not it. Well, we're going to look at this picture right here. Right there. That would be allegedly, now the water is receded. But notice the deep indentation marks, the foot tracks. Up here would be where that the water was up high, y'all. This would be the area where they have her makeshift shrine. This would be where her car would have went off the ledge yet and went into the water, y'all. Just a little bit further up that hill. Don't make quite a bit of sense, do it? All of this area is from where the water receded at. That's all the bottom of the lake. This is Prosser. This California. They saying Nevada side, but Boca, I think, is Nevada side, and Truckee is California side. But my question is, one question I do have, oh, they are. Good luck trying to get it out of Truckee County, because they stand for themselves. And it's not just showing it on this side of the lake, y'all. It's not just showing it on this side of the lake. It's also like that on the other side of the lake as well, all the way around. So now my question is, where's that 35-year-old man that allegedly supposed to drown in the lake? Why hasn't his body floated? Where is he? Now it's to the point now, remember when the tide was high, when the tide was high about up there, you could see the whole bottom of the lake. Now with the water receding, you can't even see the bottom of the lake. Oh, we know the truth is in there. They ain't gonna never show it to us though. Just like I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We'll never get to see the autopsy. We'll never know really what happened. Unless somebody really speak out about it. And this photo right here. This photo right here is what blew me. Why is she hugged up on that girl like that? Like they love us or something. Because that's what that looked like to me. Like they being real intimate with each other. And that's the thing, Shamia. It wasn't no water in her lungs that we know of. Her being a minor, her mom and them ain't gonna, but the mom and them ain't gonna release it anyway. But trust me and mark my words, somebody gonna get hold to it. Just like they said we couldn't get hold to the death certificate too, right? You want to know why they cremated her super fast, y'all? And this is just my opinion. Exactly, Taya. Just different narratives. Exactly, Shamir. They hugging like they just got doing the Uchi Coochie 12 minutes ago. And now she hugging up to the feeling because it felt good. That's how it looked to me. But I'm gonna be honest and tell y'all why I think she was cremated super fast. Because allegedly, this town is also known for organ harvesting. I'm starting to think this was planned for Kiely at birth. And in this town, they're gonna do what they want to do. That's how they roll. They living by the Truckee way. That's what the Truckee way does. But let's just read this here out loud. Lindsay Rodni Neiman. I just want you guys to see what I'm reading. I want y'all to pay attention to that. Y'all see her name on there, right? And let me read what it says. Shamia, more than weird. Say she does everything, huh? Lindsay Rodney Neiman, entity, independent contractor. I'm trying to figure out how she an independent contractor. But anyway, industry, residential property managers, location, Truckee, California. Tweet this, search all PPP data, PPP loan information. Lindsay Rodney Neiman is an independent contractor located in Truckee, California that received a coronavirus related PPP loan from the SBA of $4,835,000. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I had a question. Why the fuck we ain't know about no damn coronavirus PPP loan? Because I'm pretty sure everybody would have qualified for one of them. Ain't nobody tell me nothing about it. Let me go find out Chicago got coronavirus PPP loans and didn't tell nobody. Let me stop joking. I'm just joking, y'all. Well, that can't be nobody but Kato Mags. Unless it's Jane Doe. Either Jane Doe number one or Jane Doe number two. One of them, the Jane Doe's name is Elsa. Oh no, you good. Wait a minute. Who barely met like weeks prior? You talking about Kiely and Sami? I said that too. I said that too. But did they have Sami be around her and become really good friends and make her really feel close and comfortable? Because I'm trying to figure out how close she was too. So, Lindsay Rodney Neiman in Truckee, California, received a paycheck protection loan. Now, here it says a paycheck protection loan of $4,835 through Cross River Bank, which was approved in February of 2021. This loan status is reported by the SBA as paid in full, which includes both loans repaid and those fully forgiven from repayment under PPP guidelines. The loan status was last updated in September 2021, which means her loan was forgiven, to make a long story short. Mm-mm. It's just so much, y'all. It's just so much. It's just too much. Too damn much. City of Nevada, Nevada City, California. I wouldn't be surprised, D'Angel. Exactly. And I can't nobody tell me her mama wasn't behind this. Now I'm just gonna be honest with you. They drugged her, but I think they took their organs out of her. That's why all this was planned. My forehead now red. Ooh, that's a good question. Probably because of the reflection. I hope I ain't getting no fever. Well, see, they had intentions on putting her in the water to begin with. They just had to find the right time to do it. That's why they kept AWP so focused on Boca, because while they was keeping them focused on Boca, they didn't want him to go over. They didn't want them to go to Prosser because they knew that's where she was the whole time. The police were incompetent on purpose. Y'all don't pay attention. You don't hear nobody name mainly, but Sami. You got it, and you can't. We can't keep throwing Jagger out there as he's been cleared, because no, the fuck he ain't. He ain't been cleared for shit but a headache. Because again, it's a lot that don't make sense, and I'm still trying to get down to the bottom of this. We got to do a little digging. Now we got the city of Nevada. We got a death certificate, right? Has the death certificate put out without a cause of death? Hold on. She was at what party next to what party? Because if I hear that one more time, there was not a party next to a party. Everybody was right there at the sanctuary. It wasn't no party. That was all one big party. So who the fuck talking about some they was at the party next to the party? That don't make sense. Because the party that they're claiming was supposed to be a Mexican party. So let's really make it make sense. Let's really, really, really make it make sense, y'all. Hell, did I get a third stimulus? I don't even think I got a third. I mean, but it's still a lot that don't make sense on this case. And I'm really digging and trying to get down to the nitty gritty of it, because it's still a lot that don't sit right. Because it's like if we don't get down to the nitty gritty of this, it's gonna go cold. But mark my words, y'all. And I'm just gonna say this here, and y'all gonna say you can't say you ain't hear from me first. Lady Goddess is standing 10 toes down on this one. How much y'all want to bet it's gonna come back as an accident? How would you only know her at the bigger party and not know her at the smaller party? Like, who was the smaller party? Because now, if they saying there was another party and allegedly it was supposed to be the Mexicans that party, is that where the 35-year-old man came up missing from? They was all at the lake, but these people were camping. So I'm not seeing. It didn't say nothing. All of a sudden now we mentioning a second party. Where does a second party come in at? Hell, it was barely room for a second party. Hell, it was barely room for the motherfuckers that was out there. Y'all see all them people out there? They do this shit every week, every weekend. Exactly. Hell no, she ain't drive that car from no hatchback. And she damn sure wasn't driving it in the front seat. She didn't swim. I mean, come on, let's make it make sense, y'all. So we got two windows that's down. No, Doug ain't stupid. They know what they saw. I'm just waiting to hear it. But you gonna tell me she unbuckled the seatbelt in the front. She decided to swim past the two open windows and just go straight to the hatchback. And it didn't open, so she just got restless. Now, something I did hear, and DeAngel, you're not the first person that said that she was strapped down by her belt loops. How the fuck did they get the goddamn seatbelt, including the metal part, through her seatbelt, through her belt loops? Like, what the fuck? Y'all really had no intent. Y'all really wanted to kill her. Why? What is the real fucking motive? And I don't want to hear a love triangle because it's way bigger than that. No, that wasn't no kid thinking. That's somebody that sound like they done did this shit before. To me, that's what it really sounds like to me. I mean, it's just a lot that don't make sense, y'all. The cameras don't make sense because I'm still trying to figure out how they got the footage of the car going, the fake footage of her going into the lake, but we don't have the footage of them actually placing her in the lake on that Saturday, because that's what happened. That's when she went in that lake. She ain't going that lake Friday night. She went in that Saturday. I said that too, Shamia. I said that too. Because they cremated her very quickly. And I'm just going to say the only reason why I say I believe she was cremated quickly is because they took her organs. She was an organ donor. She was an organ donor. Not only was she an organ donor, you got a couple of coats floating down around out there, and just all type of weird stuff. And I found out too, y'all, when Kate said they made creme brulee. It's creme brulee, which is an actual drink. It's also a dessert, and it's also a pastry. I'm gonna be honest with you too, Shamia. I believe so too. That's where the fight came in at. Like, she got Kiely drunk on purpose to make her fight her. But they knew Kiely was too drunk to even fight. So, Sami, did you hit her one good time after drugging her and getting her extensively drunk? Did you hit her in the head that probably killed her? Because, see, you already drugged her. She already intoxicated. So you hit her in the head, and that automatically kills her. Because in Candace Starr's channeling, she keeps mentioning her head. She keeps mentioning about being hit in the head. So let's make it really make sense. It's a lot that don't make sense. I'm still trying to figure out how we got out a damn death certificate with no cause of death on it. That's another thing that don't make sense. It's a lot that just don't make sense. And again, it's not funny that this is the same shirt that she's found in her hatchback in. Oh, wow. Exactly, Shamia. And guilty is as guilty does. Point blank, plain and simple. They all showing signs of guilt. Every last one of them. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to text my child. Yeah. It's a lot that I don't know nobody to take the belt off the P either. Shamia, I wouldn't put it past them though. Because it's something that the mama said that like really made me think about something. The first thing her mama said when she came up missing was, oh, she probably ran away. Has Kiely tried to run away to get away from all this? Because we got to realize they're raising their kids the Truckee way. Did Kiely refuse to live the Truckee way? Is that why Kiely graduated high school 2 years early to get away from all the bull and the drama and the way that they had her living? Because she couldn't live a normal life the way she wanted to and make her own decisions. Another motherfucker had to make it for their parents, for her. No, we're not doing that. Do y'all know down there that living the Truckee way, the adults got curfews too? Let's make that part make sense. Well, no, can't be the angel. They can. They can give her whatever drug they want. You got a 3 hour, you got a 72-hour window before it actually takes effect into the bloodstream. So we gonna give her enough to knock her out, but don't realize y'all gave her too much. They gotta cut her open. Yeah, Shamia, that threw me too. How the fuck you throwing a barbecue and everybody else out here looking for your child? What you was trying to feed the hungry? You was making sure they stay well balanced and nutritious so they can go out there and look for your daughter while you sit at home and just flip hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill. Oh yeah, definitely. It definitely does. That it definitely does. I mean, the shit is just retarded. Like this shit is crazy. It's beyond crazy. But it's just crazy, y'all. It's beyond crazy. Extremely beyond crazy. How these people think. It's like right now, this is just crazy, crazy. It's beyond crazy, to be honest. Oh, Shamia, honey, they got new phones. What you talking about? You know they ain't on that same shirt on that same phone. It was sent to me actually. Somebody sent it to me. But that's not a coincidence that that's the same shirt that she has on walking on the beach. No, her eyes are open. She's deceased, but her eyes are open. No, she's definitely not alive in that picture. It looked like she to me, the way her eyes look and they bloodshot red like that. I to me, I feel like it's strangulation. They drugged her and then choked her to death. But why? What was the motive? Sammy, what was your purpose of killing that girl? Because I mean, come on. You the only one. It's not a coincidence. You said you was the first one to see it when she got there. You was the last one to see it when she left. But I'm trying to figure out how was you the last one to see her when she left, when you left before her. No, Sammy ain't gonna. She a narcissist. She ain't gonna sing. You got to find the scariest one. D Angel, can you send me that pic? My cat over here tripping. It's just that it's just so much that don't make sense. It's a lot that don't make sense. It really don't. And every day I'm digging more and more. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all now, this ain't no damn accident. I wouldn't be surprised, Shamia. I'm pretty sure of it. But no, that was Mags. Remember, Mags is the one who said the five guys forced her to take five bong rips, forcefully without her boyfriend. But yet, didn't your boyfriend ride in the car with you? So how was that possible? Just like I don't believe Mags left that party either. They all was there. They all watched it play out. Maybe it didn't go how it was supposed to go, which I think that's how it was supposed to go. I'm just gonna be honest. $500,000 life insurance policy, yeah, that was a setup. That was definitely a setup. I'm just gonna say that. Definitely a setup. Man, they smoking more than crack. Girl, no, they put. I'm talking about they threatened her life. I guess they was gonna throw her in the lake if she ain't hit it. These people crazy, beyond crazy. But hey, it is what it is, right? Can't trust nobody these days. Can't trust nobody. Trust nobody. You, you too. What he say? Don't trust your mama. Don't trust your daddy. Don't trust your grandma. I'm just marking a song, y'all. That's what the song say. Man, at this point, Shamir, I don't even trust a sniffle. I don't even trust a. I'm good. I don't trust shit no more. Hell, the doctors ain't even trustworthy. What? So you telling me this man killed her because she beat him at a basketball? DeAngel, can you send me that link? Can you send me the article on that? Because we're gonna make sure his dumb ass fry for that. We're gonna send his ass to Pelican Bay. We're gonna make sure he don't get to play basketball no more. That's crazy as hell right there. Wasn't me. I ain't coochie fart. This shit just crazy though, y'all. But like I said, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I'll get my ass up in the morning. So that's wrong. No, she didn't say coochie poots. Which one? Sure, I can email it to you. I could definitely email it to you. Matter of fact, how do you just wake up out your sleep? You just straight woke up out your sleep, young man, and handed me a tablet. How you doing? Did you sleep good? Sure. Yes. You slept good? You still sleepy? Yeah. We'll go back to sleep. Yes, it's a 22. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. You know, we on that. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, yeah, that video just will. Oh yeah, he gone back. He tired today. He wore his little post self out doing tearing up the house. Oh no, I was asking you. Wait a minute. Am I reading something wrong? It's a chopper. Oh no, that's what I'm saying. I'm finna send it to you here in a second. Matter of fact, let me do it right now before I forget. Cause I do have a run track mind sometime, y'all. I do. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Oh wow. D'Angelo, I'm just seeing your photo. That is just so wrong on so many levels, bro. Hey, D'Angelo, can you do me a favor? Can you send me this same picture again without my face in it? And I'm finna send you. Hold on here. Hold on. Gosh darn it. Oh, hold on 1 second. I mean, I could show the picture. Do anybody know how to screenshot off an Android phone? Because I'm lost. Da-dum. No, that's not what I want to do. Oh, I'm going to take you down. Okay, what we're going to do is. What? CJ, we not doing this today. I'm not doing this today. How I just gave it to you. You ain't even gave it time to come on yet. Yeah, stop touching stuff. Like, girl, he on some whole other. Oh wait, I did that backwards. Yeah. There we go. Hold on, the angel. I got you. Pew. Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew. A girl, he ain't saying cut nothing off. That little boy gone. He over here on some whole other. He finna catch that live and go in there with his daddy. That's what he finna do. He catch that second win right in there with his parents. Not tonight. Asia Womack. That's the That's the person who's is that on TikTok? Did you get it yet, the angel? Yeah, it's definitely not the night tonight. Okay. Wow. And she was a basketball player. Wow. Don't make no sense. She was only 21 years old. This is just so wrong on so many. Well, I haven't heard from her since earlier. Yeah, I haven't heard from her since earlier. Did I not send you? Actually, you know what? That pic. Actually, her eyes is open in that pic. Yes, mommy, go get her. The fact that he shot her 5 times. I know, right? Well, y'all, I ain't gonna stay on here too much longer. Shot her after bringing his kids home. Ain't that wild? And she'll never get the chance to have a child. That man just took her whole life away from her. For what? Because you lost to a female? That's some bitch ass shit. That's some whole bitch ass shit for real. Like for real, for real. This was in Texas. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go and jump off here. Yeah, it was in Texas. It was definitely in Texas. I just read that a second ago. He's sitting over here watching commercials like he know what he looking at. You know what you're looking at? There go your cartoon. He looking like But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go and jump off here. I got a lot of more research to do. A lot of more research to do. And D'Angelo, I'm gonna get you that other picture too. I gotta look through my phone here. I got so many photos in my phone. Exactly, Shamir. Somebody he finna be somebody, bitch. He gonna drop the soap one time too many. Just the fact that you killed an innocent female, a baby at that, just living life, and you took her life senseless over a basketball game that you lost. Nigga, they gonna have your ass in there playing in Pelican Bay or wherever the hell you at. They gonna get you. I promise you that. God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of the pretty either. But with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go and jump off here again. Oh, I got you, D'Angel. I appreciate the love and support that you guys give each and every day. Love and respect to you guys. You guys are the real MVPs for those that do show up now. I noticed my chat be empty. It ain't like it used to be. But hey, small things to a giant, right? Well, good night, D'Angel. Good night, Shamia. Good night, Mary. Good night, Brian. Good night, Gabrielle Young. Good night, Taya. Good night, everybody. May you all be happy. May you all be well. May you all be safe. May you all be peaceful and at ease. With that being said, you all have a good night. Taya, call me.